guys, it is Michelle, and we're doing another live video. And I got a chihuahua in here who's being very nosy. Nosy. It's funny because she's just like sniffing around right now. I always find it fun when she discovers something new. She has to like sniff it harder. It's really weird to describe. Anyway, so today we're going to have you guys help me pick out my phone case. I got a ton of them. Because the one I've got on the phone right now is that typical one that all the girls have. It's the clear one with like the gold flecks in it. I feel like everybody has that, and I'm just not feeling it. So we're going to go through some phone cases. Hello, how are you? We're going to look through my phone cases. I'll have you guys help me vote for them. And I also want to address some things as well. Nothing massive, but we'll talk about that. But I'll show you the phone cases first, since we just got on and we're waiting for everybody to come on, give them a chance to see the post that I made. I'm drinking some water, and then we'll probably have a glass of wine. Yes, James, I did check out the Juju footwear, and you are right. The shoes on there are absolutely awesome. I definitely got to double check with my card provider because I know that they block cards for international reasons. So I got to have them unblocked before I can make a purchase. But they have the pair that I've been wanting, the clear with the silver glitter in it, so I will definitely be making a purchase at some point. Some of them are really, really awesome, and there was even some styles that I've never seen before that was really cool. So thank you for recommending that to me. I was so stoked. It was the exact same pair of high-heeled jellies that I had when I was younger, and I've been looking for ages, and thank you so much for helping me find them. I am so excited. I'm very excited for that. I'm just drinking some water. I'm trying to get, woohoo, I always do that with this door. I'm trying to get into the habit of drinking more water. It's always been a struggle for me. So I'm trying to force myself to do so. I've been doing really good today, guys. This is I think my 4th glass. I'm going to reward myself with a glass of wine afterwards, but I'm definitely trying to get back more into the habit. Like I said, with the holidays, I was a little bit bad as far as eating. But I just got back from grocery shopping, got some beautiful healthy vegetables and lean proteins, getting back into drinking more water because it's always a struggle for me even at work. I'll bring water with me, but I never drink it all. So it's one of the things on the to-do list is to drink more water. It's such a hard thing to do. Hello, how are you? Okay, so before we go into the phone cases, I need to make this announcement. I've done this a few other times previously for different reasons. But just to let you know, and this is really aimed towards one person. Hopefully they're watching, I'm not sure, or hopefully they'll see this video. Oh, very nice. But this really is aimed towards one person. I'm not sure if they're watching this. Maybe they'll catch this video later on, but I need to address this. So as you guys know, I've been posting at the bottom of the videos that I've been uploading the Amazon wish list and also my email. Well, my business email as far as for business inquiries, like for PR and things like that. So I did recently get an email from somebody requesting to for nudity and for naked photographs basically, and they're like, oh, I'll pay you whatever you want. Well, I'm just gonna say this right now, this is not what the email's for. I think they added the I'll pay you what you want thing for because I have put on there that this email is strictly for business inquiries. I think that's the reason why that was added in there. This person just strictly wanted to see naked photographs. I've never promoted that kind of behavior on here, and nor am I going to. The person's been blocked from the email as of right now. I know. I don't think it was called for. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't blocked them from the videos as of yet. I know who the person is. I know their name. I'm not going to get into the details of that because there's no reason for that. But I'm just letting it be known now. Anything else like that, I'm going to block you. Just point blank. I'm not putting up with that. Just be respectful. That's what we promote here. This is to have a good time. Don't disrespect me. You know, don't disrespect my subscribers. Just let's play nice, okay? Again, the email is there for business inquiries. If you happen to have a business inquiry or something like that, that's totally fine. But to request something like that for nudity, like I said, I've had to address this previously with my Facebook fan page, with somebody sending me pornographic images. We don't want any of that. No sending nasty images, no sending or requesting things of that nature. Like I said, this is truly aimed towards one person, and I understand that. But unfortunately, I feel like I have to make that announcement. Like I said, they've been blocked from the email, but I'm sure at some point or another they will pop up again with some kind of weird request like that. So this is your one-time warning. Anything else like that, you will be blocked. Not just from the email, you'll be blocked from the channel as well. I don't feel like we need to do that, but it is what it is, and I apologize that I've had to make that little disclaimer, guys. I really don't like bringing this kind of negativity, and I get putting myself out there in this kind of forum. I'm going to get this kind of stuff. I totally get it, but, you know, we don't need to be down with that. There are places if you want to see nudity. You know what I'm saying? This isn't it. So if you want to see nudity, there's other channels and other places and forums that you can do that with. You're not going to find that here. Just saying. So let's move on from that subject. And again, I do apologize. I do see that quite a few people have left the room because of this talk. So we're just going to move forward from here, guys. So like I was saying, the phone case that I have on the phone currently, it's clear with like the gold flecks in it. I feel like all the girls have that phone case right now. And I'm over it. I've had it on there for a while because I just haven't known what to put on it recently. So I'm going to show you my collection. It's quite big. But we'll go through them all, and then I'll let me know what you guys think first. So this is the one I just got in today. This came from Amazon, and this was from a gift card that I got for Christmas. I've been wanting this for quite some time, and I finally treated myself to it. So it's a Juicy Couture one, and it just has this big pink diamond heart crystal. It says Juicy Couture. Love it. It's so cute. Whatever. It's just a plastic. She's really in there. I haven't pulled it out until this moment. Oh, I love the details that they put on here. Look at that. Juicy Couture. Just a little piece of paper, really. Travel far, keep in touch. Oh, it's so cute. Just a plastic vanity cover. It's not really too, I mean, it's to protect, but it's not like a OtterBox. My phone's quite old now in the, cell phone world, but it is what it is. My theory is if it's not broken, don't fix it. I really don't need the newest and the coolest phones. I just want a phone that's paid off, which this one is, and that's what I like about it. So the next phone case, a lot of these I get off of eBay for like super cheap. This is one of my favorite Beatles songs. So it's this one. It's got these cherry blossoms on it, and it says Let It Be. I love the Beatles. Let It Be and Octopus Garden are my two favorite Beatles songs. I love this song. It's just like, it resets me. Especially like I'm upset and like I'm going through some turmoil or I'm stressed out. Let It Be always kind of like resets me. It's one of those songs. I've been meaning to do like a series of like different songs and how, because I feel like music is like therapy for people. At least it's always been for me. And I kind of want to do like when I'm upset, this is what I listen to. When I need motivation, this is what I listen to. So it's something that I'm working on. Like I said, I have a little notebook of ideas that I do for the channel. And I've kind of been writing them down as I've been going. But yeah, Let It Be is one of those ones that kind of resets me. Next is this Betsey Johnson one. It's just a pretty floral with blue background. I got this at Michael's for like 90 cents. I love Betsey Johnson. I grabbed it because at the time it was getting harder to find cases for my type of phone because they were just going away with my, what do they call it? Not the style. My phone's outdated, so, So they were getting rid of this because they're bringing in new editions. So I got that one. Super cute. I'm just grabbing them as we go. I'll start from this corner and work my way outward. How's that sound? Because like there's so many. This one is another one. It's starting to wear the heck out. Ooh, I wore this one out pretty, and it's cracked. Never mind, this one's cracked, but I'll show it to you anyway. It's this Betsey Johnson. It's super cute. It's a leopard print, a yellow. I got it also from Michael's, but I just realized that it's broken, which is sad, but it's really pretty. Cute. Sorry, buddy. You gotta go. Next one is this one. It's an octopus. You know my love for the ocean, guys. You're going to see a theme here. You're going to see a huge theme. Some of these so far really don't make sense yet, but trust me, it will in a minute. So it's this octopus one. Super cute. I love, the octopus to me is such an interesting animal because he will mimic, he'll try to make them look like other creatures to be threatening. Quite a few have a ocean theme to them. There's at least 5 or 6 in this collection. And then other ones kind of like, it's kind of like my personality here. But my phone case is on my personality. I think this one might be cracked slightly. Oh, it's only by the buttons, though. It's not going to really interfere with the case. But they'll, like, mimic other predators to try to scare off other animals, which I think is quite interesting. They color shift. I just think they're really, really cool. And they're beautiful as well. I think they are. Maybe not everybody feels the same way about it. Okay, so this one I've never used, but I think it's a really cool case. And this one is like a soft, rubbery one. I prefer these ones, honestly. I just feel like they fit on the phone easier, and I don't have to worry about them breaking. This one is obviously an Alice in Wonderland. It's the Cheshire Cat, another one of my favorite characters, and says we're all mad here. I want to do a video on my favorite Disney characters. I think that might be fun. Who doesn't love the Cheshire Cat? And I might not be pronouncing that right. I really don't know the proper pronunciation for that. Or the Cheshire Cat. I don't know. But I got that one. The next one is Anchor. It's pretty Anchor. I've seen this picture on Instagram, actually. You guys know I love anchors. Yes, it does have a Joker vibe, the Cheshire Cat. Slightly. But I love anchors. If I ever did get a tattoo, it would more than likely be an anchor. I'm needle phobic. Which is part of the reason why I don't have tattoos, just because, like, the constant idea of having a needle in my arm for that long. Like, I've done piercings, which it's fairly quick, even though I almost passed out when I had my last piercing. But I don't know. I know it's mental. I love tattoos. I think every one of my friends has a tattoo. Yeah, they all do, except for me. I love the artwork behind it. I think they're absolutely beautiful. It's just, I'm too scared to do it. And placement would be another thing. Like, if I got past my fear, I wouldn't know where to place it. Because I have a few ideas, but I'm terrified. But an anchor would definitely be one of the ones I would want. And this one's really pretty with the flowers. I love anchors. Next one, this is one of my first cases. And it's a rubber case. It's really cute. Because I like owls because they stand for wisdom. So this is an owl case that I got at Christmas tree shop when I went to Cape Cod one year. I believe that's when I got it. I know I got it from the Christmas tree shop. But he's cute. He's kind of got like a Valentine theme on his tummy. But I like that it's soft. And I like how it has little ears. I don't know if you would consider those his ears. Right? I don't know. I thought that their ear was like a little hole in the side. I don't know. But yeah, he's cute. I like owls too. Not as much as foxes, but I do like owls. So the next one, this is another favorite quote of mine. I'm sure you've heard of this one before. And I love this with the globe background. I'm still looking. My grandfather had a huge globe when I was a child, and I loved it. And I think it got stolen because I caught somebody years and years ago before I moved in here up in the attic of the building, which was where a lot of his stuff was. And I think this was something they took. I don't know. I've got a tiny globe now, but I've been trying to find that specific one, which I'll speak right, online. I know it's not going to be his, but just because of nostalgia. But anyway, this is "Not all who wander are lost." I love that quote. Very pretty case too, very worldly. Like that one. Next one. This one is super cute. Oh, and it's busted too, but that's not like too broken. This is a Stitch with a little turtle. Good, how are you? In the door. I love Stitch. I think Stitch is really cute. He's nuts. He reminds me a little bit of Desi sometimes because she is a super cute little dog, but sometimes she's absolutely crazy. I love her. Okay, so this one I got at Five Below. Sometimes I can score at Five Below, although they're starting to get rid of my phone's stuff too now. This one has Swarovski crystals on it, which I remember when these cases first came out, they're like super expensive. So whenever I found these at Five Below, I would like totally buy them up. So this one has little seashells on it. And it's got the little crystals on it, and I like that they're rubber. It's got the little button protectors as well. These ones hold up so much better than the plastic ones because these ones are all chipped and stuff. But I mean, I pay like 78 cents for them on eBay, so I really can't complain. But yeah, this is really cute. My phone is like it's not rose gold. I believe it's just a regular gold. They told me they would give me the rose gold one when I bought it. Hello, how are you? But that didn't happen, but I'm totally fine with it. This one is another Anker. I've never taken it out of the plastic. I think I took it out once. You can see I have a thing for nautical. I love Ankers. This is another one from Five Below. This is kind of similar to what's on the phone right now. It's a gold flake. This has flakes in it, but it's kind of, you can see the bottom has more than the top. It's got the Swarovski crystals on it. It's slightly different than what's on my phone already. I do like the rubbery ones more. The plastic ones I'll keep on for a little bit and then I'll change them out. This one has been on my phone the longest. It's actually discoloring, but I love it. I've had this on the phone before this one. So this was on my phone for almost a year. But it's so pretty. My grandfather owned a lot of animals when I was younger, and he had peacocks. And I love peacocks. I love the jewel tones. I mean, you can see sometimes I do my makeup kind of peacocky. A lot of the colors I like to wear are peacock colored, like teals and purples. I absolutely love it. It's got the little stones on it. I mean, it's discoloring on the sides a little bit, but it's one of my favorite cases. I love peacock feathers. I have peacock feathers from the peacock my grandfather actually had in my living room. So when he would shed, I would take them off. Yeah, they do kind of remind me of the shoes. I do like the clear cases. And then you can also appreciate the phone. This case I put on my phone. Actually, this was on my phone after the peacock. I put this on when I came back from Bermuda because I was having that beach vibe feel. So again, this is another Swarovski crystal from Five Below. It's got hibiscus flowers and like palm leaves. They have hibiscus flowers in Bermuda, in case you didn't know. So I had this on the phone. Really, really pretty. Cute. I like the little bling, as always. So this one, I bought a replacement for it because the one broke. And I had to get another one because I love it so much. So it's another Anker, and it says, "A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor." I love that. My dad actually used to work on tugboats, and when he saw this case, he's like, "You have no idea how true this is," because he's been out in storms, and it can be pretty intense. It can be a very dangerous job, but I always like this saying because it's very true. It's a beautiful case too. It's got an Anker. Again, kind of a recurring theme here. The next one is this one. This one I actually found at I think I found it at a Family Dollar for like $2, but I was really impressed with it. It's this little zebra printy one, but it's all stones. It's actually held up really well. This is one of the first cases I've ever bought. I've gotten them mostly from Five Below and eBay, but I like changing things out. I don't like keeping with the same case. There's a YouTuber on here that does that with her phone too. Who is it that I've watched? I haven't watched her in a while. Pink Sparkles. She has a thing for phone cases too. I just like changing it out. I really like that one. We got a few more. We got 3, 5, 6, 7. We got 10 more, guys. This one I've never used. I really probably should just rehome this one because I ordered something, and this happens sometimes when you order from China on eBay. I totally get it. So the case that I wanted was a fox chasing bubbles, and they sent me this instead. I'm actually going to like cover out some of the words here. It says, "I'm not always a beep." Just kidding. Go beep yourself. Kind of the exact opposite of a fox. I don't know. And I don't know anybody else who has the same phone as I do. So far, the pastel cat. So the Cedra cat, I'm guessing. But yeah, this one, they sent me the wrong one, and it doesn't pay to send it back to get. It was like 70 cents. I was like, oh, I'll deal with it. Okay, so the next case is another clear one. This one actually came from Walmart for $10. It's a little thicker. What I like about this one is, hello, how are you? It's one of those swirly cases. This keeps me amused forever. It's really cool. It's swirly and pretty. Love gold. It's one of my favorite metals. This one, I don't think I've ever used either. Yes. This one also has an anchor, and it says, "Hope anchors the soul," from Hebrews 6:19. You're right. No. So here is the ocean one, and it has a saying from the Bible. It's really cute. It says, "Hope anchors the soul." Yeah, I like the Gold Flakes one too. So we got a couple more we'll go through. So far, the Gold Flakes one sounds like it might be the winner here. Next one is this Minions case. I got this from Hot Topic when, I think this was the second Minion movie. No, it had to be the first Minion movie. It doesn't say, but there's a bunch of Minions on it. I like the Minions. I know some people don't. I think they're cute. And this is a nice thick case. And I got it for like $5 on clearance. And for clearance, I was like, yeah, I'll grab it. Like, a lot of them, when I find them in the stores, I just grab it because I know it's hard to find cases for my phone now. So, and I'll go on eBay and I'll buy like these cheap plastic ones for 70 cents, just to have something different. I got this one next. This is, obviously, we all know who she is. This is Marilyn. I love her. She's one of my favorite style icons. I love old Hollywood. I think she's just breathtaking. Regardless if you thought she had talent or not, you can't take away that she was a beautiful woman. I also like that she comes from a time frame where women with curves were seen as beautiful, and I have curves, so I like having her around. I love her. I have a few pictures of her in my home, actually. The next one is this case. I have a thing for like celestial things as well. So this case reflects that it's just moon and some sun, stars. It's a nice rubber case. I like these ones because they tend to hold up better. Super cute. The next one is this. It's just kind of a plaid pattern with anchors. Maybe not necessarily my style, but I liked the anchors on it. Red and blue. Very cute. Kind of patriotic, I guess. The red, white, and blue. Got 3 more, guys. The next one is a Lion King one. There's one more case that I want. It's a Dumbo case that has a quote on it. So this one is, "Never forget who you are." And it's Simba, his father up in the clouds. Very nice. The one that I want is Dumbo with Timothy, and it says, "The very things that held you down are going to bring you up and up and up." I love that case. I've only found like maybe 2 of them, and they're like really expensive, so maybe my next paycheck I'll treat myself to that case. It's really, really cute. Yeah, I really like this one. So the next one is this, my fox. He's so cute. I should have had 2 foxes, but they sent me that Voger case instead with the cursing on it. So I got this little foxy, another rubber case. I got this from the Christmas tree shop. He's got little ears. I remember the one time I had this on my phone and somebody noticed it. They're like, "Your phone has ears?" I was like, "Well, technically my phone case has ears, but yes." He's so cute. I love him. The current case is on the phone. It's holding the phone up. It's just gold flecks. And the one that was on the phone previous to that was this one. And then my last case, this one is so cool. It's this black case. And if you turn it upside down, it's pink glitter and little lips. I got this at Walmart for like $10. Not that long ago, actually. I think it's so awesome. Look at the swirl. I can play with this all day. Same with the gold one, though. I do like the swirl cases. They're pretty cool. These are the most expensive ones in my collection. These were $10 each. So, but they're still pretty cool. So those are my cases, guys. I didn't realize how many I had till I just pulled them all out. So that one, it's crazy. So which one did you guys like the best? I have a feeling I know which one we're going with already. My back's a little sore. We had more snow. Vote for the gold. That'd be this one. It's pretty cool. Put that to the side. Yes. So we gotta vote for this one. Quite a few of you liked this one. I think this was the one that you guys liked the best. Whoop! Thankfully it's made out of rubber so it doesn't break. It is pretty cool. I've seen ones with like wine goblets in them that kind of does something similar. Never actually been able to find one for my phone. It's still pretty cool. I think this is the one we're probably going to go with. Alrighty, so it looks like this is probably the one. Any more votes? I think we've picked it. We gotta vote for Let It Be. Okay. So I got the gold one, and I got Let It Be so far. Any more votes, guys? The Let It Be one is really cool too. Very springy. Another vote for Let It Be. Okay. Yeah, unless we got any more votes. Go once, going twice. Thank you. I do have a lot of them. I figured because I plan on keeping this phone until it pretty much dies. I'm always been indecisive. That's the problem. I wanted to have a few things change out of it. And then when the phone finally does die, I'll probably end up putting the cases on Listia at some point. But the phone still treats me good, so I don't see a need to replace it. I have an iPhone 5S. The cool thing is I can normally find other cases, like the SE fits the phone, and there's another one, I forget it. Because for a while there I was like, oh, I'm not finding any 5S's, so it was hard, but then when I realized that the SEs are literally just the same. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the gold. No. Well, technically, Let It Be won the vote. So, I guess we're going to do Let It Be unless anybody else wants to vote. The phone is the iPhone 5S. So, like I said, the SE fits the phone and the 5S fits it. So, this is a lot of fun to play with, though. So 2-1 so far. So I guess we're going to be doing Let It Be unless we have any more votes. Put that down right there. Okay. Clean up this mess. I have them like all organized in like my one little drawer, and then I took them all out and I'm like, oh, this girl has a problem with cases. But I always like having something different. Change things out. Like I said, this one has been on my phone the absolute longest. Is the peacock one, because I just love peacock feathers. I love the size of the phone too, which is why I haven't, that's the other reason why I haven't upgraded, because some of them are so big. It's just like the perfect hand, you know, I mean, let's see, get a case that's not clear. It's a really nice size phone. It's perfect and it's compact, and I love it. Even though I know that's older and they're like, oh, the cameras are so much better on the other phones. She treats me good. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know quite a few people who are always all about getting the new phone every time they come out. And if you're into that, that's cool too. Very good. How are you, Lou? But I'm just not one of those people that has to have the absolute brand newest thing. Yeah, I hate when you're forced to switch. My phone prior to this one was and I did it because of my second job at the time, because you could use your phone to like scan things to help find things. And I had, it was a Nokia, but it was like a BlackBerry type. It was like styled like that with the full keyboard and everything, because I loved my BlackBerry. And I loved my BlackBerry Pearl. Like Blackberries, I think nobody even knows what they are anymore. Oh, my glass of water. This is an old cup. This is from Shrek the Third. These were from McDonald's. And this is the Fiona one. I like how thick they are. They're a really nice thick glass. And I hand washed them, so they've held up really well. I have two of each one. There's this one. There's Shrek. There's the babies. And I think the third one is Donkey and Puss. Yes, they do. But yeah, this is a really nice cup. My friend was a manager at the time and was able to let me know when they were there so I can go and buy them. I think they're like $1.99 or something like that. I forgot how much the glasses were, but for how thick they are, it was totally worth it. I like that glass. It's one of my favorites because of how thick it is. But yeah, I do love this phone. But the one previous to this was sort of like the BlackBerry. And my BlackBerry died because I had the Pearl. And the bad thing about, I love the Pearl because you would use that Pearl to like navigate through your phone. The bad thing was when the Pearl, it could get jammed. And if that happened, you couldn't navigate your phone. You were kind of like, sayonara. So I ended up getting this other one, which was very similar to what I was used to with my BlackBerry, and I loved it. But then when I got my second job, and at that point the phone was really outdated, but it worked well. I didn't go on and play games or anything with my phone or anything like that. It was just strictly for phone use. Yes, absolutely. But I got it because of work. I don't know. When I got the 5S, there was a BlackBerry still out on the market. It was more touchscreen. It was more modern than what the Blackberries were. I don't know if they still make any. I've had this phone 3 years, roughly, maybe a little bit longer. So I don't know if they're still making them, but at the time they did have one because I told them how much I was attached to the phone I had. Absolutely. So that's why. The battery life on this one lasts pretty good. I really can't complain. I mean, if I'm playing a game on it, it'll run the battery down, obviously. But it lasts. I really can't complain. I do have a charger at work just in case, but not too bad. I know that's like a huge problem with phones get older, that the battery life just dies. My other half's phone is, oh my god, it's way older than this. I think his is close to 6-7 years. He's got a Samsung. It's huge. My phone can sit in it. It's kind of like the size of this box, to be honest with you. Yep, that's what my BlackBerry Pearl was. But his Samsung's like this, and it's not a tablet. It's a tablet phone. Another one came out right after his. Like the next generation was actually recalled because like they would combust or something like that. His didn't. He loves the phone though. But yeah, so this one I've had for quite some time, and I do enjoy it. Yes, and I mean, I would probably not, because I'm used to the iPhone. I would probably, when I do have to at one point upgrade, because I know this one's not going to last forever, that it's going to have to, I'll probably upgrade to an iPhone, unless I can find a BlackBerry. I love the BlackBerries. If they have one, if they're still making them, then maybe I would look into that. But it's paid for. It works. When it doesn't work anymore, then I'll think about investing in a new phone. But I don't see the need to have to, consistently buy, because these phones are expensive. After the first pair, probably. Yes, that's right. The BlackBerry Passport was the last one. Probably the pink pair. There was a really cute pink pair on there. But it's funny, like, my other hat has the Samsung. I can't navigate that thing. It's too complicated as far as I'm concerned. But it's funny, like, people either really, nobody goes for both, for Samsung or iPhone. You're either an iPhone or you're a Samsung, which is pretty funny. And when I worked in my old department, you had to kind of know both of them. So it was good because half of us had iPhones, half of us had Samsung. So we were able to, like, talk people through how to use programs on either one of them, which was really good. Because I didn't know how to use Samsung, and Samsung users didn't know how to use iPhone, so it definitely helped out having that around. But yeah, so that's my phone. I love it. The same with my car. My car is going to get paid off this year. I'm so excited. Cannot wait to not have a car payment. And then they're like, well, then obviously you have to, upgrade your car once you pay it off. I'm like, no, the point of paying it off is so I don't have to pay anymore. Like, she's treating me good. I always do my regular maintenance on it. Whenever there's an issue with the car, I make sure it gets taken care of right away so that it doesn't cause any problems long term. I have, like, I purposely set up an account, and I do this for Desi, and I do it for my car. I know Desi is going to have to go to the vet for her checkups, or if she needs something, you know what I mean? So I'm always, every paycheck, I have a checking account specifically for vet bills or whatever she needs. So I put money in there every paycheck, whether it's 5, 10, whatever it is. And then I have one for my car's needs, and I put money in there every paycheck. So that when it comes time to do an inspection or a, oil changes, whatever you need for your vehicle, you have it. So it's there, and I don't have to worry about it. So once the car's paid off, that's more money to free up to, do other things. So she runs well. She treats me very good. I have no interest in going for another vehicle after she's paid off. When the time comes and I can't it's time to retire her, I'll deal with it then. But it gives me time to at least save up for a down payment on the next car. That's how I see it as. Because I don't want to have to keep having a car payment. Nobody wants to keep having a car payment. We still have snow. It actually snowed today a little bit. Kind of like half an inch. It's been pretty cold. It warmed up a little bit like a day or so ago, so that helped melt a lot of the stuff. But we also had tons and tons of ice. It was a little dangerous prior to that. We're expecting another storm midweek, which I'm not entirely thrilled about. I don't know of how many inches we're getting, or foot, whatever. So not sure on that as of yet, but we're supposed to be dropping down to negative 12 degrees. If not tomorrow, the next day. So it's been pretty cold. I cannot wait for spring, guys. I'm just so over being cold. Again, filming in this room is always cold. I have the heat on, which is why I got my sweatshirt on, because it's freezing in here. Exactly, Lloyd. A good working phone and a good working car. I don't need to be paying anything else off. As long as they're working, I'm happy. But I'm like that with most of my stuff. I don't care if it's outdated as long as it works. I mean, I guess with computers it's a little different, but my computer's a few years old too, so she still works, she still treats me good. You treat me good, I treat you good. That's how it works with my stuff. I am going to be filming, I don't know if I'll be filming it today. I got some awesome, the one video, I'm going to wait till the other item comes in. It is a good weather for wine. Actually, when I'm done with this is my 4th glass of water today, or 3rd, one of those. Because I'm trying to get into the habit of drinking more water. I have a glass of wine waiting for me right over here. Like a reward. I don't know why it's a struggle for me. And especially like working out and stuff, like you can definitely feel the difference when you're not hydrated properly. So I've been trying to get into that because I've always struggled with drinking enough water. I don't know why. I'll put, like, when I put lemon in it, it's not as much of a struggle for me. I think because there's no flavor to it, that's part of the problem for me. So this one doesn't have any lemon in it, but I do have a lemon in the other room, in the kitchen. that I need to cut up, so I can do that. I bought some English cucumbers too. I know the girls at work love putting cucumber and mint in like their water. Maybe not. I'm not sure if I can do the mint with the cucumber. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. It's gotta be a fresh mint. I plan on. I got some seeds for herb plants, but I know you can buy them at like places like Walmart and Hannaford, and wherever really. But I want to have like where in my kitchen an area of fresh herbs. I have a basil plant, but she's getting towards the end of it's almost time to say goodbye. But I definitely want to do that. Yes. So I got my red wine sitting over there, and I finish my water. It's a little reward. It's the weekend. Why not have a glass of wine? You guys know I love my wine. I went to my first wine tasting this past fall with my friend. She turned 30, so that's what she wanted to do, was go to this wine tasting. And that was really, really fun. I don't know why, considering my love for wine, I've never been to one of these things before. It's kind of weird. But it was really cool because it was more than just wine. Because my other half came with me, and he's okay with wine. Like, he's got to be in the mood for it. And he likes pairing it with things like certain wines for like steaks and whatever he's eating. He's one of those. Yes. But they had vodka and bourbons and all kinds of things. The workouts are going good. My fave animated movies. That's a good one. We'll talk about that in a second. Workouts have been going really good. This week I held back a little bit because I'm getting my time of the month, so that kind of helps me not, when you're in like pain, it's not helping you. And I had back issues to begin with, so I wasn't going to force myself with the weights this week. So I took it a little bit easier this week as far as the workouts went. But things are going really well with that. And I've been looking up different recipes and stuff like that. And just to kind of like try some new vegetables and stuff like that. My favorite one, I have two of them. One comes from New York, one comes from California. The one I have over here, let me finish my water so I can drink it. I have two more little sippies left. Done with my water. Okay. So, this wine is from California. It's a nice, beautiful, dark red. And it's out of California, and they're called, it's Dark Horse is the name of the company. They have all kinds of different ones. And this is the Cabernet Sauvignon. I really like it. It's got a little bit of a bite to it, so if you prefer sweeter wine, this isn't really something that you would probably like, but they have tons to choose from. They even have champagnes, and their price point is really good. I was really impressed with the quality of the wine, because the bottle is only about $10. I was really impressed with the quality of the wine for the price. It's really, really good. The other one that I like, a friend of mine from New York got me hooked on. Have I picked the phone case yet? We're going to go with the Let It Be one, because it reminds you to reset yourself. Well, actually, this is kind of a springy case, isn't it? It is a little springy. Put that down. I think we'll go with the gold swirl. Because you know me. Never let anybody dull your sparkle. I think we're actually going to go with this because that one is a little springy. We're going to go with the gold. Sorry. Yes. Always got to have water. I always follow up with water after my glass of wine. Or the most I'll have is 2 glasses of wine. If I'm really, if it's a Saturday night, don't worry about work. Have a nice time. Then I'll indulge another glass. Or even sometimes on a Sunday. Depends on my mood. But I always have to have water afterwards as well, because it can be very drying. But the other wine that I really like that my friend got me into, who's from New York, it's called Red Cat. And I think it's made by the Finger Lakes in New York, if I'm not mistaken. It's a sweet one. And they do have like different ones. You can go to their website. They have a bunch of different ones. And the regular Red Cat, you're like, you gotta try this with hot wings. I'm like, that sounds kind of weird. But it works so well, because if you have like the nice hot wing, and then you have the the sweet Red Cat wine. It's so good. I really like it. But it's hard to find that one. So when I see her, she'll like buy me some, which is always really nice. It's very hard to find. I don't think they go outside a certain area, which is a problem. Oh, you want to see the cases quickly again? Okay. So you've seen this one. You've seen Let It Be. Sparkly, glittery one. This one is the Lion King, Never Forget Who You Are. Marilyn Monroe. Peacock. Swirly Kisses. Betsy Johnson, my new Juicy Couture. This is a pink zebra. Red Cat is extremely sweet. It's a very sweet wine. Almost like a juice, really. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Then we have Anchor. My celestial one. This is the one with the foul language. I don't even know why I have this one, because they sent me the wrong case. This one is Hope Anchors the Soul. Nice. This is the one that was on my phone the last time. This is the Hibiscus Flowers. Hi, Scotty. How are ya? Foxy, Owl, Minions, the little shells, Stitch with a turtle, Anchor, Octopus, Not All Who Wander Are Lost, one of my favorite quotes, another Anchor, and then the last one is We're All Mad Here. This is a Alice in Wonderland cover. Thank you. But all of them, yeah, I like the swirly ones. They're pretty cool. But, oh yeah, so the workouts have been doing pretty good. I've been keeping it easy this week, like I said. But I want to focus more this week on cardio. And I've been focusing as far as weight training wise, mostly on my arms and my stomach area. I backed off a little bit from my legs. Yes, I agree. And, hello. So we're going to be doing more cardio starting tomorrow. Very excited for that. Back to the question about my favorite animated movie. I have quite a few, but I would definitely say one of my top favorite as far as animation, like computer animation, would be Brave. I love that movie. It's got a good storyline behind it, and I think it's absolutely adorable. It's quite alright. No worries. But yeah, I mean, I looked at a picture, not this past, obviously not this past party for work, but the one year, so a year ago, they had one of those like booths that you could go into, and they do like the little picture, like the 4 picture things. You're right, they do, don't they? They do kind of have that feel to them. But they had one of those booths where you can sit in and they print out the little 4 picture things. I know it's like kind of like a thing, like even with weddings now, to do that kind of thing. But me and Joe went and did one of those little like photo things in the little photo booth at my last Christmas party. And I was looking at those pictures the other day, and I can see such a difference even in the pictures. Like my arms were a lot bigger then, like there was no tone or definition. And even in my face, I could see a difference. And I was like, wow, it's been a little over a year now from when I was like really getting serious with this. And because like right at that point, like I had started maybe a month, maybe a couple months prior. And so really wasn't seeing any kind of results yet. Obviously, I had just pretty much started at that point. So now, like, really looking back, and it's only been a year. I mean, I know, like, a year from now, it's going to be even, better as long as I keep working at it. And that's the problem, I think, with most people in diets and going to the gym and stuff like that. They don't get immediate results right away. And I've done gyms before. The one gym I used to go to had gone out of business, but I was seeing results, but it did take a while. And then when it stopped, I was like, well, I'll just join another gym. When I joined that gym, because I wasn't getting the results I wanted, because I wasn't really, I would just go there and like, I'll do a little workout here, 1, 2, 3, and then go to the next one. Like, I wasn't seeing any results. So I was getting frustrated and I moved on from it. So when I joined the gym that I'm at now, I knew going in that I wasn't going to see results right away, because for a long term weight loss, it's better to not, it's better to work at it slowly, you know what I mean? Because I've done like the crash stuff, like I said, when I was younger and I was doing modeling to keep my weight down, was basically like doing starvation. Yes, I do raise the incline on the treadmill. Plus, I like the way it feels on my calves. It makes like definitely a harder workout. But I knew going in that I wasn't going to see results right away, and it's better to have a slower weight loss so that you can have lasting results. Because if you do it too quickly, you're going to gain the weight back a lot quicker. That's why these fad diets don't necessarily work for people. Like, they work right away, but then as soon as you stop, the weight's going to come back. So, the gym is I don't even like calling it a diet anymore, because it's kind of become a part of me. It's kind of like a lifestyle change. Like, in order to make certain goals or to maintain, it's part of a lifestyle change. Like I said, we started cutting out certain foods. I don't agree with depriving yourself. Like, if I'm in the mood for a slice of pizza, I'll have a slice of pizza. You're not going to eat half a pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything within moderation. And I think that's the problem, because people will completely cut themselves off from, oh, I'm not going to eat any more cookies or cakes or anything like that. And then they end up binging on those things that they have been depriving themselves for. And it does the exact opposite. So it's not a good way of, it's like a yo-yo diet. It's not a good way of doing it. So, I mean, you can have a little bit of cake, or Joey and I went out for dinner the other night, and I never do desserts, but this time we split a dessert. So we had, we split this ice cream. So it was like 2 little scoops of ice cream and some berries in there. So we each had that. So we were able to get something sweet, but it didn't feel as guilty because, just a little scoop of ice cream. So, little changes like that. I wish I would have learned this stuff when I was a lot younger, especially when I was going through, like, after the whole modeling thing had ended, and like just with the whole yo-yoing thing and stuff like that. It would have made more sense to me. Like, so starting it off sooner, you know what I'm saying? But and now I'm trying to incorporate different vegetables for, just for different vitamins and stuff like that, and just to change things up, just for, fun. I mean, you get bored eating the same things all the time, but I got into spaghetti squash recently, which is really good. I like making cauliflower rice. But I definitely feel much better now than where I was. So that meant a lot. What do I usually have for lunch at work? What I normally do is I'll make a salad with romaine. I'll throw in some I like the little round tomatoes. We've been finding locally the ones that come in different colors. I love those because some of them are a little bit sweeter. But I'm fine with just the little regular, I think they're called cherubs, the little tiny tomatoes. I'll put onion in there sometimes. It depends on my mood. I've always brushed my teeth at work as well, so I don't have to worry about onion breath. But depending if it's already cut up or anything, I'll put that in there. I like putting pumpkin seeds in my salad, unsalted. I try to get anything. When I buy things, I try to get it unsalted, like my butter's unsalted, or if I buy sunflower seeds or peanuts and stuff like that, I try getting them unsalted. Number one, to control, because other things we eat, we can't control the amount of salt in it. So I try to control it that way. And plus, with peanuts, I can make, Thai food with it and stuff like that. You can do more when they're not salted. You can always add salt if you want, So I'll sometimes put in pumpkin seeds. I go by the rule, like, you can always have one indulgent item in your salad. So maybe I'll put in croutons one day. Yes, absolutely. I'll put in croutons one day, or I'll have a creamy dressing one day. maybe a little bit of cheese. Like I'll pick one of those items. An avocado. I love avocado. But I'll typically put like turkey on there, or if I roasted a chicken, I'll put some of that on there, some type of protein, and it's pretty simple. Sometimes I'll throw in. I got English cucumbers this week, so I'll throw some of those in the salad as well, and I got a really nice red pepper, so just to spice things up, I'll cut them all up later, and then I'll just put them in just to change it up a little bit. My favorite dressing at the moment is by Ken's. It's the red wine vinaigrette. It is so, so good. I love that one. Oh, I forgot to pick up a backup today. Oh well. But that's what my favorite dressing is. I like balsamic dressing, but there's just a unique taste with the red wine vinegar. I absolutely love it. And I did find a recipe for a honey mustard dressing using like the whole peppercorn, like the whole peppercorn, the whole mustard seed, and natural honey. It's really delicious as well. That's what I normally do. I'll change it up, like I said, with like either if I'm not putting in the red pepper, I'll put in the English cucumber. I tend to buy the English cucumbers now because every time I buy a regular cucumber, they go bad so quickly. Like within a day of me buying it. It's insane because I like to cut them up and stuff like that. I try really hard. Hi Mike, how are you? Because it's not necessarily about losing weight anymore. I just want to be healthy. That's the main goal. I mean, I do want to tone and work on my stomach area and stuff. Everybody wants to work on something, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm more concerned about health and vitamins and stuff. I do have issues as far as like I'm lactose intolerant. Eczema can kind of affect your diet a little bit too. You're supposed to avoid like more acidic things, but I mean, I love tomato sauce. I mean, everything within moderation. As long as like I've noticed I can eat like tomatoes and acidic things as long as I'm not stressed, and I haven't been stressed recently, which has been amazing. This new job has helped me out in more ways than it ever truly. And not dealing with negative people and omitting them from my life has definitely helped me out as far as my eczema. But that's not always the case. But yeah, definitely I'm feeling like I'm in a better place for sure. And I definitely think that diet helps because when I do eat foods that are like fried and stuff like that, my stomach doesn't feel good because number one, I'm not used to it anymore. And I kind of feel guilty about it as well. Although I have been like hankering to get like I've been wanting to get like a burger from McDonald's and some fries because their fries are so guilty. Maybe I'll do a mukbang with you guys in my car one day, having a small like Happy Meal or something from there. That's what I typically do if I'm in like the mood for fast food. I'll get a Happy Meal so it's like a taste. Not that the calories are any less because some of those things are pretty bad, but or. And I'll always like add tomato or something to the hamburger too, like a little vegetable. But I haven't been to a fast food restaurant. Oh man, it's been a while. It's been a long time. Probably the last time was with my brother before Christmas. The last time I went, yes, it was with my brother. It was before Christmas, and we went to Pizza Hut. That was the last time we did anything because we wanted stuffed crust pizza. That was the last time. So it's been maybe 2 months. Was it before Christmas? No, it was the day before Thanksgiving. That's what it was. It was the day before Thanksgiving because that's kind of like I don't know why it's kind of a weird tradition. Thank you. It's a weird tradition, but me and my brother have always had this tradition of having Pizza Hut the day before Thanksgiving. What's my favorite guilty cheat day food? No, it's not. My favorite guilty cheat food. I love chips. Chips are probably one of my favorites. Particularly Doritos. Love them. Mozzarella sticks are my other. Yes. Yes, me too. It's coming close. I'm getting a little nervous with my class coming up. Ice cream. Because I'm lactose intolerant, I do avoid it. I gotta be in the mood for it. I rather save like sorry guys. But no, I prefer savory to sweets typically. So I'll typically go with a cheese first. Like I love pepper jack. I love mozzarella, especially like the braided mozzarellas with like those oils and all those deliciousness in it. The spices, I love that. And a little bit of cracker, so good. Um, but yeah, those are my favorites. Are typically cheeses, but I try to like in moderation. And I love Doritos. Those are definitely my favorite cheats. Or pizza. This is basically cheese. Love that stuff. Those are my typical favorite cheat foods. Or, well, one more would be chips and dip. So, like, nice Ruffles with a nice onion dip. Oh, love it. Those are my favorite cheat foods. And I've been pretty good. I haven't had it. Let me see. My favorite Dorito. Ooh, probably Cool Ranch. Um, Joe prefers the nacho cheese, so we tend to buy those typically more often because he remembers when that was the only flavor. He's older than I am. I remember ranch and the nacho cheese. Me and my brother prefer the nacho. I've had Doritos with sour cream. I just tried Doritos. Just came out with the like atomic red, like the fiery hot nacho one. Didn't really like that one. That was a little too much for me. It was like red. It was like, It's like, okay. It wasn't bad though. But I do like the Cool Ranch, and there's like a sweet chili, which is pretty good. The Blaze I've had, truthfully, there hasn't been a Dorito made that I don't like. There was one flavor that came out, I want to say like 8 years ago, and if you remember this flavor, let me know. It was called Area 51. And Area 51 was it to me it tasted like a Big Mac. Like legitimately you could taste the pickle and everything. It was the weirdest thing. And I remember eating one of the chips and I'm like, "Oh wow, that's really interesting." And then I had a second chip and I'm like, "I taste burger." But it was like the texture was chip, so it was kind of weird for me. Oh, thank you. But yeah, if I had to choose, it would be the Cool Ranch. But when my brother comes over and we do our cheat, I've heard of them, but I don't remember those ones. To be honest with you, my there's a chip that came out. I think it was in the '90s, and if you can remember it, totally let me know. Um, it was made by Keebler, and they were like pizza chips. Does anyone else remember those? They came in like three flavors. You had the regular cheese pizza, you had pepperoni, and I think Supreme. Because for some reason, Supreme pizza was like a '90s thing. I remember Supreme was like everywhere. Everybody wanted Supreme pizzas. But it was made by Keebler. I think they were called Pizzeritas. So I don't. Those were really good chips, and they were really thick. They had a thick crispness to them. They were really good. But yeah, Doritos definitely my favorite cheat. But when my brother does come over and we do our cheat day, because he's very health conscious as well as far as foods, and I've gotten him into honeycomb. Yes, we're talking about chips. Pizza combos, I love those too, but oh, they're so bad for you. When Anthony comes over and we do our cheat day, because he's like I said, he's also health conscious. We'll get a bag of nacho cheese Doritos and the Cool Ranch Doritos, and we'll mix them together. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. Like, cause I've seen like the blue cheese and buffalo ones and stuff, but they've never mixed the nacho and the Cool Ranch. I'm telling you, mind blown, delicious. I do not like blue cheese at all. It grosses me out. I can't do it. So like I avoid blue cheese flavors. When I order wings, I always try to get ranch with it. It's just I don't like the chunks. And blue cheese has, I mean, essentially all cheeses are molds, but I don't want to see the mold, if that makes sense. Yes, they did make chips back in the '90s. I'm sure you can Google the image. They were called like pizzeritas, something like that. It was a pizza chip. Mm. But they were really, really good. And I remember a Taco Bell chip at one point too. I don't remember if it was Keebler or if it was. It might have been Doritos that did it when the Taco Bell thing was like huge. They weren't bad from what I remember, but I do miss those Keebler ones. They were so good. I was so sad when they discontinued them. But yeah, chips are definitely my guilty pleasure. Oh, thank you. My mom knows it's my guilty pleasure too, so when we're up there for the holidays, she's always got like chips and dip and Doritos. I'm like, Ma, you do know, like, we're trying to watch what we're eating here. Well, you don't eat it very often. And it's like, you are like the worst. Like, seriously. But I love my mom. Ma's awesome. It's very easy to do that, Mike. I totally agree. Totally agree. But my favorite healthy food, since we're talking about foods, I love avocado. Although you're supposed to eat those in moderation too, but if I could, oh, thank you so much. I could eat avocado every day if it wasn't, as fattening as they are, even though it's a good fat. But I love broccoli as well. Can I stop? I have to force myself to stop eating the chips. Like, I'll get the small little bags, and I'm fine. But if you leave, like, a big bag of chips near me, it's like, it's a struggle. I can do it. I can stop, but it's definitely a struggle. I love peach, too. I'm picky with my peaches because I love it when they're juicy, but especially around this time of year. Oh, yummy. Cauliflower tots. I make cauliflower rice and it's really good. Chips are very addictive. They're very, very addictive, but I do love them. Yes. I like it when they're juicy because around this time of year, peaches right now, they're kind of like styrofoam and you don't get like that nice peachy flavor. It stinks. And I love plums too. Plums are really good, but they're out of season right now. Ooh, no, I haven't tried avocado with olive oil. I normally put a little balsamic on there. I love that richness to it. It's really good. Yes, I read somewhere actually, as far as addictions go, I read somewhere they claim that cheese can be just as addictive as like some hard drugs like cocaine. I was like, I can see that. I can truly see that. Because there's been times like I'll buy it by the block, like the pepper jack. I love it. I'll put that on if we have pasta, I'll cut that up and put that on top and let it all melty. And I love that because I love spice. I love spicy food. But it's an addiction. If I don't hold myself back, I could totally eat that whole little block of cheese. And being lactose intolerant, that's a problem. So you gotta pick your battles. That's why I'll tend to pick cheese before ice cream. But I can definitely see how cheese can be considered an addiction. Because even being lactose intolerant, I don't know if I could live without cheese. Although I did read somewhere that we shouldn't be eating dairy products at all. I don't know. But it's still yummy, But yeah, as far as my favorite vegetable, I would definitely have to say avocado, and I do love broccoli. Very good. It's very good to eat healthy foods. I haven't made an artichoke in forever, actually. That's the next thing I want to get. But, like, my mom used to make artichokes. They were so delicious and tender. I remember I bought one not long ago. Oh, thank you. I bought an artichoke. Well, no, it was a while ago. About a year ago. Wow, that's insane. I could see Oreos being as addictive as crack. I don't remember the last time I had an Oreo. It's been a while. But what grosses me out about Oreos is that I know it's not real cream on the inside. I mean, most of those things like, what do they call them? Like devil dogs and stuff. I know, like, when you start reading the packaging and you realize what you're eating, it's really bad. Like, I've stopped eating quite a few foods because I found out what's in them. Like, no. But there's certain guilty pleasures you can't. But I can definitely see how Oreos are just as addictive. Oh, I absolutely believe it. And I've been definitely limiting my amount of, whatchamacallit, dairy, especially because I'm, allergic to it. I made a big mistake when I tried going. I wanted to see if I could go vegan and vegetarian. My problem with that is I don't really like eating beans. And it's just a texture thing for me. I'll eat peas. And one of the girls at work has recently got me into chickpeas. So maybe I don't know. But at that point, I was pretty much just eating like cucumber salads. And I was trying to omit meat. But because I wasn't substituting a different protein, like a bean, I made myself really, really sick. So I was like, all right, like I almost passed out at work because of it. I was like, okay, this is not good. So I need some kind of protein. So I normally do like a lean, like a chicken or a turkey on my salad, like I told you guys. Sometimes a tuna, it depends. Oh, you're too kind. But it's just because I don't like beans. Like I don't know if I could ever truly go vegan because that's kind of what you're using for your protein. That sounds nice. And I don't like eggs. And I know like vegetarians will eat like they'll still eat honey and they'll eat like products from animals, whereas vegans don't do any of that. But I don't like eggs either, so and I've tried them as an adult. I've tried them so many different ways. It's just it's a texture thing. Like if it's in my food, it doesn't bother me. But to go and eat, Joe loves eggs, so he's fine with it. Vegetarians don't eat eggs. I thought they ate dairy too, though, don't they? Maybe they don't eat eggs. I'm not too familiar. Oddly enough, I met a vegetarian that ate fish. I was like, does that really mean that you're a vegetarian? They eat dairy but not eggs. Okay, good to know. Agreed. Gotcha. Yeah, but I didn't meet a vegetarian that would eat fish. I was like, fish is an animal. Technically speaking, it lives. I like fish too, so. Like, salmon's definitely one of my favorites. That's the main thing I don't think I could ever give up is seafood. It's really, really tough. And I always try to make sure that even like the tuna I buy, that it's from sustainable sources and stuff like that. I love salmon. I love, like, especially when you go to, like, a sushi place, I love the tuna. That's one of my favorites. Right now, I'm not. I'm just wearing a pair of yoga pants. I'm wearing my sweatshirt. And I'm wearing my little t-shirt underneath. I think I've worn... Did I wear this last week? I might have. Like, it's like, in rotation right now. Like, I feel like certain clothes go into a rotation. And this shirt's kind of one of them. My mom gave it to me when I went to Bermuda. Because I was so upset, guys. When I went to Bermuda, I didn't have time to, like, go shopping. And I'm very picky about my clothes, too. So I went through my summer stuff that I had for the previous year because I figured, oh, that'll be fine. I don't need to buy anything new. Why waste money? But because I lost weight, I lost enough where the clothes didn't fit me properly. And I went to my mom, and I was so upset. I was crying because I only had days to get stuff, like, together. I didn't have any time, like, I gotta go work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I was just so upset. I mean, I was happy. It's a good thing. Oh, love crab cakes. So good. But I was just devastated. Ooh, I need to check that soup out. Yeah, mom's awesome. I love my mom. So I explained to her, and she was like, I have a ton of clothes I'm getting rid of. Why don't you look through them and see if they fit? I was like, oh, I don't know, Ma, because she's slightly tinier than I am. So, like, they probably won't fit, thanks anyway, but so just try it. So she brought out all of these clothes. I was like, holy cow. So if you actually go to my Instagram, you'll see, like, the outfits I was wearing, with the exception of my shorts. My mom gave me all the tops, except for maybe one of them. and love her. And this was one of the shirts that she had given me from that day, and I love it. And I was like, you saved me. Like, I was ready to lose it. Like, I couldn't. Because, like, I mean, it was a happy surprise, but I was so upset at the same time because we went early May. Like, right after Mother's Day, we went to, I went to Bermuda. And so, I mean, the stores really didn't have, sorry guys, like, this little hair is, like, driving me crazy. I didn't really have time between work and everything that I was doing, plus planning this trip in the first place. I had run out of time to go shopping. And around that time of year, it really wasn't, they didn't really have anything. I'm very picky. You guys know, you've seen my outfit videos. I'm very picky, and the area is very country, and there's a lot of bohemian stuff. Like, I'm very specific, and there's certain websites that I order from, but I hadn't had a chance to go on there. They can be expensive. My mom saved me. She always does. She's a godsend. She really is. I'm very, very lucky to have her. Yeah, mom is awesome. And I think that's also where, well, I know that's where the hosiery comes into play, because she had me wearing pantyhose very young. I remember my youngest memory. There's a picture of me and her at a wedding, obviously with my dad. He was there too. But the family went to a wedding together, and I might have been too, and I was wearing hosiery then. Even in school, I wore hosiery. I got away from it a little bit in college, but then I got back to it. She too wears hosiery every flippin' day. We actually fight when we go to the stores and we find them on sale because we're pretty much the same size, so it's like, she's great. But that's I would definitely say that a lot of my fashion influence definitely comes from her, for sure. Very urban, all the bling. I won't lie to you, we have bought the same outfits. I just heard a crash. Oh, thank you. I do wear tight clothes. It just depends on my mood. But yeah, me and my mother have bought the same outfits, like, not even realizing it. I've gone to her house wearing a shirt, her wearing the same damn thing. And we look at each other and we just start laughing. I was like, really, Ma? Are you serious? Like, we need like a call ahead of time. Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, she still does. Absolutely, every day. Like I said, that's definitely where it came from. She's starting to get more comfortable with technology. Maybe at one point, I'll be able to do a video with her on here. I'm not sure how comfortable she would be with that. So we'll have to see. Very good. Oh boy, we got a lot of people on here right now. Awesome, guys. My favorite dinner, that's still a very new term for me, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what my favorite is, to be honest with you. I've been looking more into the term. I know what it means. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my mom is awesome. We'll have to try to do a video with her. Like I said, I've finally gotten her, like, playing with my Snapchat. I think my mother is absolutely gorgeous, but she's very, like, self-conscious, like, oh, no, like, Ma, please, like, whenever we go out, she's mistaken for my sister, so, but she's always, what's the word I'm looking for here? Because she's older, she's like, oh, I'm not beautiful. I was like, Ma, are you kidding me? People think you're my sister. My mom looks very young. She's beautiful. Whether she chooses to believe it or not, she's absolutely gorgeous. You're too cute. I am seeing somebody, but thank you. What's her favorite shade? She prefers the nudes, for sure. Hello. Yeah, she prefers the nude color. I do, too. I do have a pair of black ones with little dots on that I've been loving lately. Oh, I'm sorry. She prefers them sheer. She does prefer them sheer. I do too. I like it's like leg makeup. That's how I feel about it. Like the hosiery just makes it look so nice. I have done silly things like that, yes. And I'm sure there's video footage of me dancing in said elevators. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Love you, too. I'm just ready for spring. Oh, thank you. I can't wait for spring. I've been doing really good, though, guys. I've been taking the past few weeks, especially with that snowstorm. It gave me a really good chance to like start clearing things out and being able to donate. I donated 3 bags of clothes. I was very happy with that. And I've been donating a lot of kitchen things that I don't use. It's amazing what kind of kitchen appliances just kind of like stack up. I had a muffin pan of like, it looked like little ghost muffins. Oh yeah, I'm more than positive that security has lied to me numerous times. Because, like, I can be, I don't know if it's considered a bad thing. I can be very spontaneous. I do love those too. Oh, very good. Oh, pool and chips, you can't go wrong with that. Where were we talking about? Dear Lord. I'm trying to get all your comments. I almost forgot. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, so we donated 3 bags of clothes. I finally got rid of. I got rid of these muffin pan little ghosts. So just like giving these things to people that I know that can use them or need them. And I need to go through jackets today. That's my next plan. I got like a bag of makeup. I actually got to bring that to my mom because she wants to check it out first. I've never done that. Wait, no, I lied. I have worn hosiery over my swimsuit because I was going to a friend's house. So yes, I have done that once, I believe. How old am I? I'm 33. A couple more years, I probably won't admit to that anymore, but although I get mistaken for younger, so that's a good thing. I like that. Who doesn't? Once you hit 30, you're like, oh, not so young anymore. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. My best friend teased me so badly when I turned 30. She's 3 years younger than me. So she turned 30 this past year. And I'm like, ooh, girl, you wait till you turn 30. I'm going to have fun with you. I'm like, once you hit 30, snap, crackle, pop means something else. Oh, thank you. Yep, I totally agree. I believe that age is just a number. It's what's inside that matters. If you meet my mom, I've seen her run circles around 20-year-olds. What month is my birthday? My birth month is June. Yep, June 20th to be exact. I'm a Gemini. Which explains why I can be so indecisive sometimes. And I like to talk. Oh, thank you. You're too sweet. You really are. I love you guys. I got the best subscribers ever, but we already knew that, right? Okay, Lou, thank you for joining us, though. Have a good one. But yeah, I can't wait for summer, guys. I'm really, like, my main focus this year, as far as goals, like, with my exercise and stuff, I want, because I have, like, a small, like, I can see definition in my stomach. I want to try to get, like, more definition. I'm not saying 6-pack definition. Oh, that'd be amazing. But that's I want to wear a bikini this year for summer, guys. I think this may be the year, because I lost confidence. Oh, salsa and chips are one of my favorites. Love it. Have a chip for me, Mike. But the past couple of years, I've worn only one-piece suits because I lost my confidence when I gained weight. I absolutely agree with you. Oh, thank you. So now that I feel a bit better about myself, I think that this might be the year for a 2-piece. I'm hoping. We'll see. You know, lots of salads in the future for that, but it feels good to have my confidence back. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. You truly are. I can't ask for better fans. I really can't. When I talk about you guys very, very often. In my new department, the girl that I work with, she has a live stream on Twitch, which I only just heard about recently, which is kind of weird. I'm like, okay, I understand what it is. Oh, thank you. So it's nice to be able to talk to somebody who can relate, because it's very difficult to talk to somebody about when you're a YouTuber. Although I feel weird using that term, because I'm not like other YouTubers who are huge on here. But when you do, videos and stuff like that, it's hard to find people that can relate to that unless, you know what I'm saying? So she does Twitch, so she kind of understands. And it's been really cool being able to talk to her about it and my experiences and her talk. She's a gamer. She games on Twitch. So it's really cool having like that interaction. She's done YouTube before as well. I don't know what her name was on YouTube, to be honest with you. But it was really cool having somebody to relate to with that. Obviously, we talked to Joey about it. My brother used to YouTube. And so being able to talk to him about it and stuff like that, he'll ask me all the time, how's YouTube going? It's really cool having people to relate to with it. And it didn't surprise my mom or my father when I got into YouTube. But because I was always into something like that. I worked for an Elvis impersonator when I was younger. I was into modeling and things of that nature. So I've always been like looking for those forums that entertain and stuff like that, I guess. So it didn't surprise them when they found out that I had a channel. So that was probably the weirdest thing, was to explain that to my mom. Thank you, guys. Yeah, just keep it. We like keeping it cool here, guys. That's what we want. But yeah, considering when I finally told my parents, they're like, I'm not surprised. It was like a really weird moment because I wasn't sure how they'd feel. I mean, my mom's been always nothing but supportive, and so I mean, I've done all kinds of like things like that. I worked for an Elvis impersonator. He was the one that got me into the modeling, honestly. And then like making my jewelry, and then going down like when I told her that I was an artist, that was an interesting conversation. But she had already known at that point. Exactly. But it's really cool meeting other people that can relate. But I love having, like I've told you guys a million times over, I've never met people like you. That is awesome, Mike. Really? What kind of dog do you have? You guys obviously know I have a Chihuahua. Yeah, Destiny's gonna be 11 this year, guys. I posted a picture of her opening up her present. I posted a video not that long ago of her opening up her Christmas present. Did anybody else see that video? She's so darn cute. I love her so much. Little brat. She actually basically told me what she wanted for Christmas this year. I didn't post that video. Oh, you got 3 labs? Oh, they're so cute. I love when they're puppies. Desi, this year, I bought my boss... Oh, thank you. I bought my boss a Mario Kart blanket as a Christmas gift. So I wrapped it up and put it under the tree this year, and she wouldn't stop crying and complaining and going over to this gift. Like, I had to remove the gift because I was pretty sure she was going to open it. I'm like, this stupid dog wants a blanket. I was like, she's got 20 million. I was like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get her a blanket. So I went to TJ Maxx. I'm looking at these blankets. They're huge, and they're like $50. Aussie and a mutt. Oh, cute. How cute. I love all dogs. I love all animals. But I'm looking at it, I was like, $50, that's really crazy. I mean, not that I wouldn't spend it on her, but still. Yep, see you next time. Thank you. Thanks for coming. So, I was with my best friend, and I was like, you know what? Let's just check out. True. That's true. Well, honestly, my family that's kind of their line of work too as well. So we went to the baby section, and I found her a really cute pink blanket. Yes, there is. They're supposed to be here tomorrow, and I thank you for that. I can't wait to do it. I may save it. Maybe we'll do a live video on that. What do you think? Where I can just do a regular filming. But I bought her the blanket. She absolutely adored it. And she's just so darn cute. Well, my mother is, well, she's also a borderline vegetarian as well. It's like, that's why I wanted to go vegans, because of my love of animals, but I made myself sick because I don't like eating beans. What were you as a teen? Pretty much the same person I am now. Not much has really changed. The main thing I would say that has changed is between being a teen and being now, I was in a very bad relationship. I was in a very abusive relationship, so that definitely changes who you are. But other than that, I'm quintessentially the same person. Absolutely, Mike, and thanks for watching. Honestly, though, I'm not going to lie to you. Yesterday was kind of hard for me, guys. Yesterday was the 8th anniversary of my my grandfather's passing. As you guys know, we were very close. I started the channel as a way to cope with his loss. And I went out with my mom yesterday. And it's been rough. About 2 weeks ago, I was realizing that the anniversary was coming up. And it's just, he was such a force in my life. He was such a, oh, thank you. I learned so much from him, and he was just such an amazing person. You know, like I said, he traveled here after World War II with nothing in his pocket, and he built himself up, you know, to be a success. And, you know, I learned a lot of lessons from him, and I spent so many times. There's so many beautiful memories, and I'll never forget the day that we lost him. I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting a little emotional, but he was like my best friend growing up. And it's just like, so many things have changed. It's just incredible. I mean, some for the bad, some for good, but mostly good. It's just like, what I wouldn't give to be able to tell him, like, I finally got the dream job that I always wanted. To tell him about this, like, being on YouTube, I think he would absolutely adore that. I really do. I think he would absolutely love it. He was always so supportive of me and on my decisions. And even if we not necessarily, even something as simple as like voting for a president or whatever it was at the time, or politically speaking, even if we didn't see eye to eye, oh, thank you. He never judged me. He was just like, well, why do you feel this way about this? And I would tell him my viewpoint and why. He's like, well, you're educated on the subject and you have a reason, and that's good. He never once said, well, that's wrong or anything like that. And it was just a beautiful thing. And even, I mean, I was also bullied in school a lot, and I would come home and I would tell him about it, and he was like, always look for the good in the people. Always look for the good. And it was just, if everybody was like him, what a beautiful place this world would be, truly. He was just such an amazing man, such an amazing person, and to lose him was rough. To lose him was very rough. Yeah, it was very hard. Yes, he was amazing. But this time, you know, when his anniversary comes up, it's always very difficult for me. And I mean, I live in his house. So, like, I think of the memories here. I mean, when he passed, he didn't live here. He had gone somewhere else. He lived somewhere else. I moved in. He asked me to move in. Yes, I am religious. And, it was just, you know, I grew up technically in this place. And, you know, even in this room, like, there's memories. And Like my kitchen, there's a ton of memories. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And like one of my favorite memories of him, and it would be around this time of year actually. We would in my kitchen I have a wood stove, which he loved that thing. He would always sit next to the wood stove, and there was a tiny little television that was on the counter in the kitchen, and we would watch Nickelodeon and stuff like that, and we would just sit there and watch like Inspector Gadget would be on, Land of the Lost would be on, and I can't remember the name of the other show that him and I would enjoy watching. Like he looked forward to watching as much as I did. I remember one night I didn't go to his house. I had to go home for whatever reason. He actually felt left out that we didn't get to watch Inspector Gadget together. Um, and I and I'm not gonna lie to you, that tiny little television I have in the back room in a closet just because I can't part with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just an old little tiny tube television. It's like about this big. I can't part with it because of that. I know it's like so irrational, and I'm not like a hoarder. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's like one of those few little things that I still have of his, and it's just like I just leave in the bag and I look at it once in a while. Um, yeah, we were very close. We were extremely close, and I'm very thankful for what time I did have with him. Yes, I have many good memories of him. It's just tough, realizing it's been as long as it has been. Like, it's almost 10 years, 8 years ago, and I just can't believe how time goes. Oh, thank you. I just don't understand how time goes so quickly. I mean, I was 25 when we lost him. Thank you. You're also sweet. And I mean, that was a dark time because I had gotten injured on the job. I was out of work. I was struggling to feed myself, and then I lost him, which was like my stronghold. He had cancer, and it was just like my whole world fell apart, and it took me forever to get back. And I became stronger from it, which um, meant a lot. I discovered a lot about how I discovered a lot about people. I discovered a lot about myself. And I learned that people will come out of the woodwork in a situation like that to try to take advantage of you or try to claim things that they have no right to. And people try catching you when you're vulnerable. And it's horrible. I would never do that to another human being, but it happens. And it's just like, it was a bad time. But it still blows my mind how 8 years later, I still have his number programmed into my phone. There's been times where I've thought, oh, I need to call him and tell him about this. And then I have to like snap myself out of it and be like, whoa, Michelle, what are you doing? But it's been a little rough the past couple of weeks. I'm not going to lie to you. The past 2 weeks have been rough knowing that it was yesterday that day was coming. But me and Mom went out, and I think she needed it too because he was my mom's father. We both needed to get out and have a good time, have a few laughs, which we were able to do, which he would have wanted. And it felt good. It felt good to get out. Her and I hadn't been out since before the holidays. And we definitely needed it. But I'm sorry, guys, to get like all upset and emotional. I wish you guys could have known him. He was a amazing, beautiful person, and very, very loving. Like I said, if everybody was like that, the world would be truly a better place, for sure. He was amazing. But, unfortunately, like, somebody told me that when it comes to the grieving process, that, because, like, work will give you, we'll say, 2 weeks to grieve. It's not that we ever stop grieving, it's just that we get better at hiding it. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Like, the heart learns to hide it because people expect you to be over your loss within a certain time frame. And you can't. You can never get over that. Somebody who's been a part of who you are you never forget that. I have a family member who lost her son when I was very young. He ended up drowning, and people today. I mean, he passed quite some time ago, almost 20 years ago, and as you know, to lose your son, to lose a child is probably one of the worst things that a person can ever go through. So I've had family members tell her, like, when are you going to get past this? How can you tell somebody who's lost their son to get past this? That's horrible to say to anybody, especially your family members. And when the anniversary for that for them comes up, it's very emotional for her. I love her to pieces. She is another person that I adore. But I understand. Grieving never stops. It's always going to be there. Yeah, you don't cry as often, and maybe the tears aren't as often as they were when it first happened, but it never goes away. It never truly does. So to tell somebody that your time is over for grieving, that's just heartless, because it's never over, ever. To have somebody in your life and then not to have them, it's hard. You're right. But I truly believe that saying that, you don't stop grieving, you just learn to hide it. And you kind of, like, I think, bury it at some point just to go on, because if you keep lingering on it, you can't go forward. And that's kind of what happens. But anyway, he wouldn't want us to be upset now. Yes, I absolutely agree. But let's move on to happier notes, right? Because that's exactly what he would want. The project panning that we talked about has been going really well. I've used up, I think, 5 items so far. And I've given us to April to finish those items. But there are some items that they're just bad. These are just bad items that I just can't, like, finish off. I don't even know. I'll show you the ones. This one is the Physicians Formula I showed you guys. The top part I'm using, but this, like, the liner that I was telling you that I was using up, it's just, like, dried out at this point, so I can't really use that up anymore. But this part is still good. I'm actually wearing it today a little bit. The next one, and I'm really sad about these two. These are from The Force Awakens by CoverGirl. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I love you so much. These were lipsticks from CoverGirl. This red color I love. You can see I use quite a bit of it. This thing bleeds so bad. It, like, leaves, like, it looks like you were a vampire and you were sucking on somebody's neck. So I couldn't use this any further. It just doesn't look nice. Same with this color. Oh, thank you. This color just bleeds super bad. I just can't use it any further. And then there's 2 more items that I wanted to pan, but I just can't. This one is by Wet n Wild, and I don't knock Wet n Wild. I'm actually wearing their mascara today, and it's not bad, and you really can't tell because the lighting and the way we're looking here is not looking so good. But this is really super sticky. This is one of those glitter shadows. This is actually a gift. It doesn't work well at all. It's just really sticky, and it just doesn't work well. I wanted to pan it. And then this one, it's the same thing. I got quite a bit of use out of it, but it's gotten to the point where the formula has changed. So those items are no longer good. They're just going to get thrown out, unfortunately. I hate throwing things out, but sometimes you have to. That's why I like project panning. But we are at that point with those items. But the rest of the items that I've been using up have been going really well. I used up quite a few from that thing. I got to double check what I have left as far as the pan. I think we may actually finish earlier than April, to be honest with you. It's going that well. So it's awesome. What other positive? My class starts up soon. As you guys know, I'm starting to take college courses again for my new job. And I'm really excited for that. I'm a little nervous, but I'm also excited for it. It's been a while, so it's going to be a very new adventure. As you guys know, I've started doing the Amazon wish list with you guys, and that was one of my New Year's resolutions that we did, so that's pretty awesome. And there's supposed to be a package coming tomorrow because one of you was so kind to get something off that wish list, which I thank you. And again, you don't have to do that, guys. Oh, thanks, Tim. But like I said, you guys aren't obligated to buy anything on my wish list. It's always, appreciated, but it was definitely requested by you guys, which is why I started doing that. And but thank you. So I don't know if I'll do that as a live video or I'll just pre-record it and then put it up. I haven't decided yet. Well, we'll see. If I do it live, we'll have to wait till next week. I don't know if I can wait that long to unbox, so we'll see. But I'm very excited. So it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, so what else is going on this week? Besides more snow, which is like not my strong point at all. Oh, the shoes, that's right. I ended up having to retire my one pair of boots. You guys have seen them before. They were wearing out. But I am planning on putting my old shoes up. I haven't decided yet to do it on eBay or Etsy yet. So I'm leaving that, guys, up to you. I did put it on the fan page on Facebook, but I haven't got any responses back yet. But I have close to 10 pairs that are going to be going up for sale. Some are just flat belly flats. Some of them are boots. Some of them are shoes that just have been retired. Some of them are just really, really worn out. Some of them are just outdated. So I know you guys have requested the shoes. Oh, really? That's very odd. That is very odd. Huh. I'll have to look into that. Thanks for bringing that up to me, though. That's really weird. Because I do know that one of you was able to access it, and they sent a package, which should be here tomorrow. That's really weird. I'll do a copy and paste, and when we're done filming, I'll put it in the bottom of this video, so we'll see what's going on. That's very odd. I'll have to try the link again. Weird. Okay. I'll definitely look into that. Thank you for letting me know, though. But yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to put them on eBay or Etsy yet. So let me know down below or any of the videos or even on the fan page on Facebook what you would prefer. I got a feeling probably eBay. I don't know. And then we'll just put like my name in, because my brother helps me with that, because there's so much that goes on. I used to do the eBay myself, but I just take the pictures now. He does everything else. You clicked on the link and it's coming up as expired. That is so odd. Okay. I'm going to have to figure that out. That's really weird. Oh, you don't? Huh. That's really odd. I'm going to have to Google that and see what may cause that. That's really weird. Okay, but thanks for letting me know. I didn't realize. Huh. Thank you guys for keeping me updated. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. So what else are we doing this week? I don't know. I really, really want to go. I've been obsessing over Wicked lately, and I was looking up shows, and apparently New York City has the show. I really want to go see it. I'm trying to convince to get a group of friends to take a trip with me to New York. It might be something to do after. I have a friend or two that needs to go in for surgery, so maybe after that's all done, we can go in like April. Would be fun. That'd be fun. The last time I was in New York City, we went last year. We did a girls' weekend, and it was Palm Sunday, because I remember walking past one of the churches, and like they all had their palms and stuff like that. It was such an awesome, awesome thing. There are going to be different pricing when we do list the shoes for, for the flats, for the boots, for the heels. There will be different price points. I'm not sure if we're going to do a buy it now or an auction style. I have a feeling we're just going to lean towards the eBay. I'm not sure about the Etsy, but yeah, there's going to be different price points. So I just have to figure out where we're going to list them, and my brother's going to help me with that. And of course, you guys let me know if you prefer the eBay to the Etsy, or I don't even know where else you could sell them, really. I think those are probably the two best places to do it. But you know, I'm still learning. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. My mom tried buzzing through midway through this video, so I got to give her a call. We'll definitely be doing another video. I normally try doing these on Sundays. It's kind of become like our ritual to do a live chat on Sundays. And I do have some amazing videos coming up. I haven't done those types of videos yet. That's something I want to do more towards Patreon. That's something that we'll be working on later this year. But you guys have made quite a few requests for those kinds of foot videos. This channel, and YouTube is very weird over what you can and cannot do on here. But I am planning on doing those types of things because I have so many requests from you guys for different kinds of foot videos that'll be something we'll do on Patreon. Oh, thank you. I like those too. But I'm gonna do some more videos later, guys. I got my brother has given me some more Nightmare Before Christmas stuff that we got. We got some Funko Pops we're gonna do videos on. Oh, absolutely. And then I'm not gonna show you all of it. I'm gonna give you a quick glimpse. Are you ready? Look what came in, guys. It's only part of it. We got more trolls. There's quite a few in here, actually. And they need baths. Oh, they need baths. But yeah, guys. Only a part of it. Yes. Yes. Very, very excited for that video. So I'll be filming that sometime this week. I'm really excited for that, guys. Because I know a lot of you have asked about trolls and stuff like that. You are going to love this. I promise. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. Got to call my mom. And clean up the mess that I made with these phone cases. So thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, I love chatting with you guys. It's kind of like our Sunday ritual. But I will see you all